Oh wait, Tommy Hilfiger released gaming stuff? What? Bro. Okay, we were talking about this. I think after this, Rocky, will bounce over and we'll wrap up. But we were talking earlier in the stream about how insane the whole like madness surrounding like brand names and Gucci stuff are, because the Scottsdale Mall had all of it, and I was blown away at how people would spend $600 on a pair of socks. It's unbelievable to me. But apparently Tommy Hilfiger, which is probably like a higher end brand, but not like, I wouldn't say that they're they're not on a Gucci level or anything. Like, they aren't that outrageous. They just have some good stuff. Apparently they've created a series of gaming peripherals and things. And somehow I totally missed this. Linus did a video breaking it down. I totally missed this.
Tommy Hilfiger was everywhere in the 90s, on Snoop Dogg, Britney Spears, and many more. Not that I cared. This may surprise you, but I've never really been into fashion. Now though, they're getting into MySpace, gaming, oh! And you guys know I love looking at some, oh, well, this is different. We have seen some crap from major brands before. I mean, normally it's fine, just a little too expensive. But this steaming pile of sweatshop garbage isn't just bad. Our labs team tested it out, and the marketing for this is filled with actual lies and deceit so egregious that it may actually be illegal. This is my first time touching it though. I don't even know how much this pile of trash cost me.
You wanna guess?
$100.
150.
150, is that real dollars?
Yes, US.
Just like we charged our sponsor. Thanks to FreshBooks for sponsoring today's video. For anything that Tommy Hilfiger has gotten into selling tech. They actually currently sell Bluetooth speakers and headphones, as well as a battery bank. But this is their first foray into the gaming space. What's different this time is the level of effort. We don't have Tommy's previous headphones here to comment on their sound quality, but it's easy to tell from the photos that they achieve at least the bare minimum. They look like they were made by Tommy Hilfiger. The gaming set?
Yeah, it's just like generic brand stuff. So I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but you can actually go onto like Alibaba. Gotta be careful giving them your email, because then you'll never hear the end of it. They'll just send you tons of stuff. Gaming keyboard. It's like this. Look at this. You can go on to Alibaba and you could go to, I don't know, say we're a brand and we want to make something custom. I don't know what looks serviceable. Maybe this one. Let's do this one. What we can do is, you see quantity of pieces, 1 to 1,000, lead time 7 days to be negotiated, whatever you need to do. English, you can order these in this style. A lot of these you can also customize. So you could say, hey, you can see here, you can change like color schemes, all sorts of stuff, whatever you need to do. And you can order these for $4. And, you know, if you're going to do something like Tommy Hilfiger, you're probably buying them for like $4 a unit. And you order 1,000 of them, and then you shove them in a box with your logo on it and call it good. And in this case, it looks like they just asked that it be printed with a Tommy Hilfiger logo on it, which probably maybe adds $1 or $2 to the production cost, but really not that much. Like, their effort in this, it's probably all told like $7 of cost to produce like the keyboard, and then maybe another few bucks for the mouse and headphones. All told, like, this whole box, it probably cost them $12 to throw together, and then they're selling it to you for 150. Like, because this is the cheapest, crappiest Chinese knockoff stuff available.
Well, oh man, it uses which one is this? The ISO layout enter key? That's the worst one, conveniently positioned for your 6th finger that happens to be a little bit longer than your pinky. They can't even manage to make it look anything other than cheap and horrible. The really wild part is, you've seen what these guys do in their fashion photography, and yet no amount of Photoshop could make this look like anything but garbage. Oh my God, what are these specs? 95% acrylonitrile butadiene styrene? How is that the very top of your key talking points?
It's also just ABS plastic. It's used in literally everything.
I didn't even think about what ABS even stood for. But why would you type that? The mouse is 90% ABS and 10% metal. I better not find anything other than ABS or metal in that mouse. What metal? Headset, 10% sponge. Why is this the very top of the product page? Okay, I'm sorry. Keyboard features, easy clean, waterproof and dustproof. You don't say.
It says waterproof?
It does? Care. Spot clean. Will do, Thomas. Oh my God.
What it sounds like they did is they probably went into like this section, like the about, and they probably just like copied this and pasted it. Because like it's all really clunkily written. Waterproof, like what? It's so lazy.
Alex, look, this isn't just your regular old keyboard mouse headset. This is imported.
Yes.
They've got a
thank
lot
God.
more specs actually on the box than they do on the website. The gaming headset supposedly offers immersive surround sound. It is PS Vita compatible? Why would you mention the PS Vita and the Nintendo 3DS? Wait, is this thing new? This came out in December, and yet every mention of a supported console is at least 5 years old. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna start looking at this stuff now. I found the metal in the mouse. Metal? Is this a removable weight system that needs actual screws?
You're getting ahead of yourself. There is a removable weight, but not that.
That's not the removable weight.
You're not supposed to be taking it apart this early.
Wait, I'm not
Lana.
allowed to take it apart yet?
Just experience it.
Okay, I'll take it apart later. It's really heavy for a modern gaming mouse. It does have really mushy back and forward buttons. The back button has a significantly longer travel. Wait, is this from us?
I doubt it.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's any screws under there, so I don't think that's actually from us. And only the finest large connector wire. I mean, who needs to plug anything into the next USB port over, right? That's why you have dedicated USB ports on the front of your computer.
For the dedicated wham. It really seems like they just went on like Alibaba, found like a mass of a bunch of old stuff that hadn't been used in 5 years, and then they decided to just repackage it.
For your mouse. Oh, I mean, it works. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Backlight 4 recurrent colors. Does it just cycle between 4 colors? Is there a way to change it? No, this is actually like a decent RGB controller in here. Well, that's one thing that's good about it. Can you change the RGB things? Oh. Oh no. I didn't see a software download. Is there any way to actually control the RGB?
That's a feature, Linus. No driver needed. No driver needed at all. Nothing.
Does it have any indication of what DPI you're running at, perhaps? Do these change DPI? I think they do.
Why are you hitting it a bunch of times?
Because I want to be able to tell, but the range is only from 1200 to 3200. So that's not nearly as wide as you might expect on a modern gaming mouse.
I run with 800, and then I tweak the settings accordingly. I don't know how people play games with like the super high sensitivity. I don't know how you do it, but I go with 800. I don't run anything higher than that. If it was minimum 1200, I wouldn't be able to use it.
I'm pretty sure that the DPI adjust buttons are in fact here and here, but I guess there's no way to reprogram any of these. You better be happy with back, forward, DPI up and down, and left and right click. The RGB effect does look really cool though. Give credit where it's due. I mean, that's all that matters to gamers, right? I guess in order to go to the website, I'm gonna need this keyboard. I don't think this weighs much more than the mouse does. Uh-oh. Wow. I don't recall the last time I saw a keyboard that felt this generic and cheap. Honestly though, you've been able to get like much better keyboards for 30 bucks, 20 bucks on Amazon for years. Is this a placeholder for where the num lock, caps lock, and scroll lock lights are supposed to go? They didn't even finish putting the legend on it. This is the most OEM we changed almost nothing thing I think I've ever seen. Tommy clearly had nothing to do with this whatsoever. And that's not a compliment. That's an indicator that he's just completely checked out of whatever products bear his name. Good quality silkscreen here, but unfortunately my X key is a reflection of my current mood having spent 150 bucks for this. It's permanently depressed. Can I get a rim shot, editor, please, for that? Hello? Is that gonna, bad boy gonna pop back up? Hey, there we go, we got it. Nice. Has a dedicated lighting key though. I have high hopes for the RGB. The effort level is so low. Not only could they not do their own mold for the USB port housing, they couldn't even use the same one on both products. So like what? You couldn't find a cheap Chinese peripheral OEM to make both of them? You had to find two different ones and then package them together? Clearly quality wasn't the main concern, Alex, so why not?
If you want to know, they are both from Instant Microelectronics.
They're both from Instant Micro.
Yeah, from the same factory.
So they couldn't even order enough to have them change the housing to be the same. Why do I have to try so hard? Do you know how hard we work to differentiate LTT store products to make them truly awesome? If all I have to do is just slap my name on garbage and I can become a billionaire, like why don't I do it? How much is he worth anyway? Oh no! It's the kind of RGB lighting with static red, green, and blue LEDs. They don't actually change. I was pleasantly surprised by the excellent color mixing on the multiple LEDs inside the mouse. This, not so much. This appears to be a light diffuser pattern in the mold so that these lights won't be too bright. They just didn't put the legend over top of it. Trigger gaming. Oh, I hate this keyboard. And I want to make this abundantly clear. I am not shaming anyone who can't afford a better keyboard. That's fine. But if you had the money and you bought this anyway, I don't know what to tell you. You're an NPC, yes. I mean, I'm sorry. This is facts. A rainbow backlight keyboard. I mean, technically, yes. A mouse with 7-button design. I mean, yes. And a comfortable headset with omnidirectional speaker sound. What the f does that even mean?
Omnidirectional? That doesn't mean anything.
That sounds like whoever did the merchandising for this page heard a word once in an audio context and kind of went, ooh, that sounds cool. I promise you that these are regular old drivers like any other driver, and they fire in one direction because they've got that one thing. They definitely don't know they're beautiful. No acknowledgement, nothing.
Sorry, I was looking up what omnidirectional means. So that means that the speaker is not beaming, which, given the performance of the highs, they might actually be correct.
When I hear omnidirectional speaker, what I expect is a speaker array that has balanced output in all directions. That's what I would imagine omnidirectional speaker means.
Does it say on this at all what the driver size is?
Oh, maybe.
Here, I can add the
But
link.
it does say that the headphones are 7.3 inches in length. When you have to start resorting to the length, width, and height of your headphones to fill out a spec sheet that contains your headphones, your mouse, and your keyboard, you know that you are scraping the absolute bottom of the barrel. But you can look cool doing it. Oh my God, you're right, Brandon.
Oh no.
How cool am I right now?
It just goes to show you, like, they really did not think any of this through. It's the laziest of the lazy. It's amazing. 150 bucks for this. And you better believe somebody out there possibly seeing this video, feeling very, very upset with themselves, went in and bought this for 150 bucks. Like, they could have spent 150 bucks on any number of other things. They chose to spend it this way. Like, man.
Regifle, you're not. I only wear the finest brands. These may be the cheapest drivers that I have ever put on my head. Listen to this, Brandon. Hold on. I have to put this onto the mic so that I can show you what I'm hearing right now. But that is the difference in air pressure from kind of pushing the drivers onto your head, kind of, you know, mushing the pads a little bit, causing the driver inside, the membrane, to just collapse and then pop back out. Let's get our three amigos here. Which one's Curly, which one's Larry, and which one's Mo? Let us know in the comments.
Dude, that triggers me so
I've just been doing
bad.
some math on the whole omnidirectional thing, because it bothered me.
Oh.
Somewhere around 11,000 hertz, if their driver size is correct, it will start beaming and not be omnidirectional.
Oh, so basically they're just admitting the performance. So, all right, I'm gaming, boys. Wait, I need to plug in the USB port and the 3.5mm jacks?
Is that USB port only the lights?
It's only for the lights. It doesn't have an amp and deck at all. Oh no. Tommy. Should I be mean to the people who have bought it?
No, it was probably their Nan at like Hudson's Bay Company or something.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I don't want you to feel bad if you have these, so take all of the crapping on them that I'm about to do as...
That is true. Like this is probably something that is only gifted, and like it probably is just a case where like you find it at Kohl's or something in the discount bin after Christmas. Somebody pays $70 for it thinking they're buying their grandson something really, really nice, when in reality it's a pile of garbage. It's got to be something like that.
as educational. I'm not bullying, it's education. Trying to teach you something. Look at this. This has the little holes as though the mic is here. Is the mic here or is the mic here? And they couldn't have the same color braided cables? Again, they're all different. What a cynical cash grab this whole thing is. I can't even type on this thing. Oh my God, I can't type on this thing. I thought it was me, but then it did it again. It inserted an O. Yeah, it's got the O in there again. No, get my hands this time. We've got screen cap. Okay, here we go. Okay, didn't do it. Oh my God, I can't. Now I'm overthinking it. No, it is not inserting ghost characters. It's just really hard to type on. That sound though, what? Oh my God, look at this. The computer knows what's up. Why is that what people are Googling? These are already super warm on my ears because they're just using the cheapest possible PU fake leather, and they're already uncomfortable. Though, to their credit, they at least did put foam padding on the top, which a lot of even reasonably high-end headset manufacturers don't do for whatever reason. You gotta give credit to Crab Rave here. You have to be a truly great, catchy song to sound good on these. The mids are basically non-existent, blended in with the bass, which somehow manages to both overpower everything and yet be inadequate. And as for the highs, I think they're in there somewhere. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a great time. Oh, these sound like shit. They are so bad. I swear to you, everything sounds the same. Gunshot, fireball firing, fireball hitting. It just all sounds the same. The mouse is definitely the least crap part of it, but that's not much of a bar. You know, I'm on the record saying that if given the choice, I'll take a good mouse and a crap keyboard versus the other way around. But this experience taught me that there really is still a minimum bar that you have to reach, and this doesn't reach it. I'm also on the record recently saying there's no such thing as a bad product, only a bad price. But I think Tommy has proven me wrong. You can have both a bad price and a bad product. The mouse is...
Yeah, what price is that okay? Because I generally agree with that sentiment. Like for games, is there such a thing as like a game that you should never touch? Honestly, I don't think so. Even like the worst games you can think of, for a cheap enough price, are probably worth it. Like I would say that Anthem, a total disaster. A lot of people bought it for $1 when it went on sale after my video went up on it. And they had like an hour or two of fun with it, and then they gave up on it and moved on. That honestly is not a bad way to go. I think for like $1, a game like Anthem can be really good. But I guess I just haven't run into a game that's like so horrible that I can't fathom spending any money on it. Oops, I accidentally closed all those windows. Boop. Okay. You know, that's of course setting aside the example of the games that are like actual piles of garbage.
He took my theme.